Over the last 18 months, a phrase has been used, the NCAA is going to drop the hammer. And that has become synonymous with your national championship is going to get vacated.
What is up, everybody? Thanks for hopping in here at Crain & Company. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. If you're back again, welcome back to the dojo, to the trust tree, baby. We appreciate you. Without you, there is no us. And typically, every day we've been releasing a single season record prediction for some of the biggest brands in college football. And that was our plan today, guys. But we've got breaking news. The NCAA punishment against Michigan. Ooh. Yes, it's still going on. Has been levied. We're going to break down, did they drop the hammer on them, or did Michigan get off the hook? And we know everything, David Cone, former Michigan quarterback, that's in this punishment now, which we'll go over. My brother, former Western State Colorado wide receiver, Blaine Crain.
And also
I'm not getting arrested.
And also private investigator.
Also private
Cone's
investigator.
going to jail.
I'm not going to jail.
No, in here
jail,
it's Cone
I'm
has
not
to go to
missing
prison.
shows.
You're going to jail.
Cone literally has a show cause in prison. So quickly, and David, I want to go through this. Tell me what I miss, and then I want your, as a former Michigan quarterback, instant reaction off this. So, Jim Harbaugh, 10-year show cause.
And all this is happening in real time.
And it's all happening in real time. 10-year show cause, which basically what a show cause is it makes it harder for you to get hired. It muddies up the process. It's like a black mark on your resume.
Because you
I
did
hate
something
that.
wrong.
Because that's exactly right. But listen, I'm going to tell you.
But a quick distinction,
Go ahead.
show cause with suspension, without suspension. These are some questions we don't know, because if someone wanted to hire him or Connor Stallions, they would have to show cause. Could they still do it? That's a question.
And remember, Bruce Pearl, this is a Bruce Pearl thing when Auburn was having to hire him as well. So Jim Harbaugh, who's not coming back to college, this only affects college. It does not affect the NFL. So they can't suspend somebody in the NFL at the NCAA. He's got a 10-year. Connor Stallions has an 8-year show cause penalty, which, you know, we were talking to some of our sources, and we didn't think it was going to be that high for Connor, a guy that we've had on this show. But Cone, when you look at Sharon Moore, he has a 2-year show cause if he were to try and go somewhere else.
Is that what that means, though?
That's basically what it means. Because Michigan's not going to fire him. Michigan's not going to fire him. So it'd be him going somewhere else in college. But also there's a probation that's attached to this, which he has to sit out the first game in 2026, which is, Blaine?
Probably Western Michigan.
It's Western Michigan. And then you look at, he's sitting out weeks 3 and 4 of this season. So that'd be a third game he'd have to sit out. And the probation basically means you're on thin ice. Mm-hmm. And if something else happens, you're going to get double the penalty.
So 10-year show cause for Harbaugh, right? 8-year show cause for Connor Stallions, who would love to return to coaching college football. He's gonna be a hell of a football coach. 3-year show cause, what I'm hearing right now, for Denard Robinson, who was at Michigan.
They got DR too?
Yeah, and like you said with Sharon Moore, but Michigan is expected to face a $20 million plus fine in postseason football revenue over the next 2 years. I don't know exactly how that's going to work with, like, you make the college football playoff, but more money each round that you win. Anyway, I don't think Michigan has a big deal with that right now. 4 years probation.
So this is so Ross Ellinger put this out. I just want to make sure I specify. These are the NCAA penalties for Michigan. The program, not the probation. The show cause I was talking about for Harbaugh and Connor Stallions and Sharon Moore, that is separate from this. This is a 4-year probation that Michigan's program is on now, which, like I said, means if you screw up again, the penalty is even worse. We've seen, remember when Alabama was on probation, and the way that they got hit. Now, there was more of a scholarship reduction in that than what we see here, but it's in a different world. So you got 4 years of you can't screw up again, or you're in even bigger trouble. And here's the way the money works in this fine, David, because it's multi-pronged. It's a $50,000 fine plus 10% of the football team's total budget. So a fine equivalent to the loss of 2 postseason, whether it's college football playoff or big-time bowl games, the money that you would get from those, a fine equivalent to the cost of 10% of all football scholarships, a 25% reduction in football official visits, and a 14-week prohibition on recruiting comms, which is communications. Michigan wipes their ass with $100 bills. I ain't worried about the money.
Oh.
You just paid Brian. Who's that one guy y'all got? What's his name? Larry Ellison? That's worth like the planet of Jupiter?
He invented water?
Yeah.
He didn't even go to Michigan, but his
he's worth like what, $$1 billion? Yeah, the money, I'm not worried about the money. The crazy part is, the thing that I think hurts the most in this one is the 25% reduction in football official visits, mixed with that 14-week prohibition on recruiting communications. I need to see when that spans.
How big of a deal is that in the NIL era where you're offering?
Well, it's regardless of, I don't think it matters as much, but you're still going to have to get, and I do want to throw this caveat, they're going to get everybody on campus, the biggest, best recruits. They're going to get those guys on campus. Where this kind of hurts you in the official visit realm is now you can't get as many guys in there as you could have in the past. But to your point, Cone, with NIL, with AI and the virtual visits they have now, which are insane if you haven't seen some of these. When I say hurt, I'm telling you right now, Michigan, if I'm a Michigan fan, I'm taking this. No vacated title, which means nothing. They could have vacated. Nobody would have given a damn. But Cone, if I'm a Michigan fan, shake my hand.
I'm talking to Isaiah Hull right now. I got Steve Davis.
This stuff is over with, right? It's over with, right?
Now. Yeah, I mean, again, yeah. So I want to try and be as concise and precise as I possibly can. No serious person around this country thought that Michigan's national championship was going to be vacated. No serious person who knows ball around this country has an issue with signal deciphering or even advanced scouting. Jeff Lebby got in trouble for this a couple years ago at Baylor. He missed a half of football, and now he's the head coach at Mississippi State. But because this is Jim Harbaugh, the NCAA tried constantly to come after him with full force. Why is that? Who was the first coach in the modern era to recommend that players get paid and be a part of revenue sharing? That was Jim Harbaugh. Who gets money taken out of their pocket now that the players get paid? The NCAA. And all along in the process, Jim Harbaugh, with the cheeseburger gate or advanced scouting, whatever, gave the NCAA the middle finger. And they want to send a message to him for that. Now, just for the record, I don't take issue with, fanatics and lunatics on Bucknuts, Reddit or whatever, or in East Lansing for coming after Michigan saying, oh, you're a bunch of cheaters. This is college football, man. If you don't have vitriol for your rival, like, what are we doing? Like, I get that. What I am saying is that with this institution, the NCAA, with how they have failed us constantly, if you want to hop on board with all of this NCAA, Michigan's a cheater train, then don't expect anyone to come to your program's defense when the NCAA comes after you.
Well, and people know if they've watched the show, and they can go back and watch our interview with Connor, how we feel about the signal gate and all this other stuff. This message is sponsored by Raycon. Don't you just love when one of your favorites comes back better, like Michael Jordan? Well, I know I do. And this July, guess who's back and better than ever before, David? Guess.
Raycon.
Wow, you guessed right. Their fan favorite Everyday Earbuds Classic, now packing active noise cancellation. Now, the latest version of Raycon's Everyday Earbuds Classic finally has what we've all been waiting for with that active noise cancellation. It was literally the one thing it was missing, and now they've got it. It's perfect. Plus, you're getting 8 hours of playtime with a 32-hour battery life. So honestly, these things never have to leave your ears. I know mine barely do, whether I'm at home, jogging, or whatever. Their audio quality seriously rivals all the big brands that you know and love, but you're paying half the price. And if you don't want to take our word for it, check out their thousands of 5-star reviews. The proof is right there, and it's in the pudding. So go to buyraycon.com/booster and get 20% off the fan favorite Everyday Earbuds Classic, plus free shipping on every pair of Raycon earbuds right now. That's 20% off their Everyday Earbuds Classic at BUYRAYCON.com/booster. My thing, David, and then Blaine, I want to get to you, is this punishment. If I'm a Michigan fan and you would have told me this last week, that this is what it would be, I would take it hand over fist. I take it hand over fist if you can just be done with it. So regardless if you think they were right to be punished, how do you feel like this punishment, do you feel like it's heavy? Do you feel like it's light? Like, what is your instant reaction to just the punishment itself? And to be done with it.
Over the last 18 months, a phrase has been used, the NCAA is going to drop the hammer, which and that has become synonymous with your national championship is going to get vacated.
Yeah.
Sort of like we've seen them try and do basically with USC and the Pete Carroll, Reggie Bush days. But I was looking around like, vacate the national championship. The head of the NCAA, Charlie Baker, came out the week after and said, no one thinks that Michigan didn't win their national championship fair and square. I think that they took advantage of a new commissioner in the Big Ten, Tony Petitti, year one, and who just felt the need to suspend Jim Harbaugh the day before they go to Happy Valley and play at Penn State. That's a whole different issue. But so if you frame it through Michigan had a chance to lose their national championship in the NCAA standards, and anything short of that is like good, right? Because you don't want your national championship gone. But I still see this laundry list of stuff here, and I see guys who I don't think did anything wrong, who basically didn't do anything that matches an 8-year ban from college football. And I'm thinking, like, what are we even talking about here? I don't want to get like too political, but you got guys like Jeffrey Epstein flying around this world. Like, you got sex trafficking issues. We can't get any inside information on like some of these egregious crimes in the world. And then you go watch your opponent play in person. That was a half-game suspension for a coach a couple years ago who's now a head coach in the SEC. And I'm looking at a laundry list of stuff right here. Something doesn't add up to me.
Well, it's the personal angle with Harbaugh is the thing that makes the most sense to me. Blaine, what do you think about this punishment?
If I'm Michigan, I'll take this all day.
Yeah.
For a national championship, I'll wash my hands with this. At the end of the day, I think the NCAA is basically a substitute teacher and have no power whatsoever. I laugh at these guys, how they're still an organization. I have no idea. But if I'm a Michigan fan and I see it's just this, and Schroen's going to get one more game suspended, and that's for next year, and it's going to be the first game against Western Michigan, I still have a national championship. And I do agree with you. If you look at that national championship team and see all the talent that was on both sides of the football, and ball, Michigan deserved to win that national championship. It wasn't because they stole signs. So if I'm a Michigan fan, I laugh at this. This is you can fix this with a call to one donor. One donor, this is all fixed.
Yeah.
It's all fixed.
What do you think?
Big thanks to Bearskins for sponsoring today's show. Now, they sent us their Heavy Storm rain jacket and hoodie combo, and I tested it out in the rain in Ireland when it was raining sideways, and I can confidently say this is the best 3-in-1 rain jacket that I've ever owned. It's a total game changer in heavy or light rain, and it's fully waterproof. It's because it's got fully taped seams, silicone-sealed zips, adjustable cuffs, and the hood's designed to not allow any water near your face. And it's not just any old jacket. It's also got 5 weatherproof pockets, so all your gear stays dry, whether you're hiking, fishing, tailgating, biking, getting caught in the storm on your morning commute. This is that one crucial rain jacket that you need. And here's the best part. It actually zips into the Bearskin hoodie, turning both into a 3-in-1 all-weather system, so your fleece stays warm and dry underneath, and you stay comfortable and dry on the outside. To get yours for 60% off, just text Crain to 36912. Even if you're busy, text CRAIN to 36912, and they'll send you a link so you can lock in that discount for later. Crain to 36912 and get 60% off the best rain jacket in the market. I think if you're a Michigan fan, for it to be over with, I'd take it.
But separate yourself from being a Michigan fan or not. Like, you coached and played for a long time. Your dad coached and played for a long time. Like, I have never been of the opinion that I don't want Michigan to not get in trouble because I played there. Mm-hmm. If you did something wrong, then what's the punishment for that? I've been asking this for 18 months, and it doesn't match the punishment.
You still signals, you send somebody to a game, I can get your signals from watching the tape. Like, we used to do it all the time. Like, if you've ever been in it, you understand this. Like, the stealing signs thing to me, it's an overreaction, but the biggest thing is it's gone on for so long. Like, there wasn't just one thing and now it was over. Hopefully it's over now. I think the whole thing's bullshit, David. I've told you that. I mean, we did the same thing. Like, basically the same thing. We did worse things. I know guys that have done way worse things. Like, there's an art of war here. Right? Unless you're sneaking in practice film like the Patriots did, that's illegal. You can't do that. But sending guys to games, I mean, our high school coaches used to do that and get signals. I just think it's all
Okay, hold on. Something breaking here. I was very interested in this, and I didn't want to say anything but this is from Ross Dellinger, another person involved in the NCAA investigation, former U of M linebackers coach Chris Partridge, was not hit with a show cause order. The NCAA had alleged that he pressured an athlete to provide false info to the investigators. Okay. Michigan fired him in 2023. This is the info.
All right.
Because here's the thing. Chris
dog.
Partridge got fired first when this whole thing broke. Linebackers coach who supposedly told a linebacker on the team to lie to the NCAA. Now, either one of 3 things, now that we know he's not involved in any of this show cause information, one of 3 things. Either 1, whoever that player is lied about being told to lie. 2, the NCAA fabricated that information. Or 3, for the first time in the history of the organization, someone who broke a rule isn't going to be punished by the NCAA.
That's very, very interesting. That's very, 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 very interesting to me. But again, Chris Partridge just gets to just wipe his hands of all this, except he got fired.
He was the first guy.
Like this.
Yeah. Before we even really knew, before we even knew Connor's name.
Yeah.
No, I remember that. Because he's like a hell of a coach. Like, it's like a big deal. People thought there was like something.
There
crazy.
just seems like something else is going on here.
And that would be something that you would. I wonder if they found something when they were looking for discovery for this case. I wonder. I don't know. Who knows?
I don't know. And the Sharon Moore thing, obviously Michigan imposed a 2-game suspension for this upcoming season, which he got to pick which games to sit out, which is already odd and weird to me. So another one for 2026. I wonder, does Michigan just say, fine, whatever, game 1 of the season, or do they appeal this?
If I'm Michigan, I'm done with it. I'll sit out of Western Michigan.
If it's Western Michigan,
I don't think if you're going to play Notre Dame or somebody, that's a different story. But just wipe your hands of it. The money is not a problem. They'll figure out a way around the 25% official visits. They'll figure out a way to communicate through a third person, probably in the prohibition for recruiting communications. Do it all the time. If I'm Michigan, look, put it in the bag. Let's go. I'm done. Let's go play football.
Why didn't Michigan receive a postseason ban or scholarship reductions before this new era of college athletics? It would have, per the NCAA's findings. The association is deviating from those penalties.
They don't have the juice to do that.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You don't have, the NCAA doesn't have the juice.
The NCAA is declining.
Substitute teacher is a great way to put it.
It's slowly dying. Right?
It's substitute teacher is
slowly dying. No one takes the NCAA serious at all.
Yeah. No. Well, let us know in the comments, David. Anything else to add? Anything breaking here?
To the victory.
Yeah. Look, if you're Michigan, I'd feel pretty good about it. I'd feel pretty good about it. Maybe it's done. Let us know in the comments. I know if you root for a certain team, how you're going to feel. I know if you root for another certain team, how you're going to feel as well. But do you feel like Michigan deserved this penalty? Is it too harsh? Is it too light? Should it have not come in the first place? We want to know what you think. Thank you guys for joining us on Crain & Company today. Remember, without you, there is no us. We got some more of those regular season predictions coming down the pipe. We got one dropping on Sunday as well. So I hope you have a great Flamin' Dragon Friday. And like the chances of me being upset about this, if I'm a Michigan fan, now that it's Ovi, we're going. Go on.